Hello guys, welcome back to my channel JBR Online Classes. Like, share and subscribe my channel.
So hello everyone, now in this video I'm going to start from sum number 7, exercise 11.4. This is the second part from this exercise. For the previous one, please check the description box. So here, without using Pythagoras theorem, so that the points, here the first point minus 2, 2, second point 8, minus 2, and third one here minus 4, minus 3 are the vertices of a right angle triangle. So all of you know this one is a right angle triangle, and if here A, B, C, okay, these are the three vertices. So here AB and BC are perpendicular to each other. Okay, that means in that case the slope of AB multiply with the slope of BC, that equal to definitely minus 1. Okay, if your slope of AB equal to m1 and this one equal to m2, so m1 into m2, that equal to minus 1. So if you prove that the slope of any two sides that is perpendicular to each other, that means here minus 1, so here your answer will be proved. So suppose here I don't know which one is A, which one is B. So suppose here this one A, this one B, and this one C. Okay. So first you have to find out the slope of AB. So slope of AB means minus 2, here minus 2 because y2 minus y1, and then x2 minus x1. That one is minus 4, here 10. So that one equal to minus 2 by 5. Next, the slope of BC. That one equal to minus 3 plus 2, and here minus 4 minus 8. So minus 1 divided by minus 12, that equal to 1 by 12. And the next one here CA. Okay, so for CA here 2, then here plus 3, and the next one here CA. Okay, so as here CA means here 2, 2 is y2, and next one here minus 2 plus 4. So that one equal to here 5 and here 2. So it will be here 5 by 2. Now, as here if you multiply AB with CA, that one equal to minus 2 by 5 into 5 by 2, that equal to minus 1. Okay, so AB and CA. So just write down here this one as A, this one as B, and this one is C. Okay, so here AB and AC or CA are perpendicular to each other. That means here ABC is a right angle triangle. It's proved. Now next one, sum number 8. Here in sum number 8, if A, that is minus 2, sorry, plus 2 minus 3, and here B is 3, 5, are two vertices of a rectangle ABCD. Okay, suppose this one is a rectangle that is A, B, C, D. Okay, so as here A means 2 minus 3, B here 3, 5, and here AB is equal to with CD. Okay, here AB is equal to with CD and they are parallel to each other. That means definitely the slope of AB will be equal to the slope of CD. So first you have to find out the slope of AB, and that one is 5 plus 3, and here 3 minus 2. So it one is slope of CD. So here it's 8 by 1. That means 8. Okay. So the slope of CD equal to 8. So that is question number here question number 2, slope of CD equal to 8. Now next thing you have to find out the slope of BC. So here in the diagram, here AB and BC, okay, are perpendicular to each other. Okay, so if this one is M1 and this one is M2, that means the slope of AB is M1 and slope of BC equal to M2. So M1 into M2, that equal to minus 1. You know that. If two lines are perpendicular to each other, so multiplication of the slope is minus 1. So as here m1 is 8, then definitely m2 equal to here minus 1 by 8. So as here slope of BC equal to minus 1 by 8, and definitely BC is equal to AD. So here the slope of AD equal to also minus 1 by 8. Clear? So first answer minus 1 by 8, second answer 8, and third one also minus 1 by 8. Now sum number 9. In sum number 9, here using slopes, prove that here first point -4 -1, okay, second one here -2 -4, third one here 4 comma 0, and the last one here 2 3 taken in order are the vertices of our rectangle. Okay, so these are the 4 points. So suppose this one as A, this one as B, this one C, and the last one here D. So first thing here, if you want to find out the slope of AB, that one equal to -4 plus 1, -2 plus 4. So here -3 by 2. Next, the slope of BC, that equal to 0 plus 4, then 4 plus 2, that equal to 4 by 6. That means here 2 by 3. Next, slope of CD. CD here 3 minus 0, 2 minus 4, that one equal to here 3 by minus 2. Now next one here DA. So DA equal to -1 minus 3, and here -4 minus 2. So it's -4, it's -6, it's cancel out. So that one equal to 2 by 3. So suppose this one is a rectangle, okay, and as here A, B, C, D. Okay, so this one is a quadrilateral, not the rectangle, because you have to prove that this one is a rectangle. So suppose here A, B, C, D is a quadrilateral, okay, and here the slope of AB is -3 by 2, and the slope of CD that equal to also -3 by 2. Clear? And here slope of BC equal to 2 by 3, and slope of DA equal to also 2 by 3. So the opposite two sides AB and CD, okay, AB and CD or DC, here both the slope are equal. That means slope of AB is equal to slope of CD, and also slope of AD is equal to slope of BC. Now in that case, here also you have to prove that these two lines, that means AB and BC, are perpendicular, because in parallelogram also the opposite side slopes are equal, but there will be no 90-degree in a parallelogram. That means here you have to show that the slope of AB multiply with slope of BC, that equal to definitely -1. So as here -3 by 2 into 2 by 3, that equal to -1. That means AB and BC are perpendicular to each other, as well as DC and AD are also perpendicular to each other. So now you can say this one is a rectangle. Now next one, sum number 10. The vertices of a quadrilateral, this one, this one, this one, and this one, using slopes, so that the midpoints of the sides of the quadrilateral form a parallelogram. Okay, so here first you have to draw a parallelogram here. So suppose this one is a parallelogram, okay, and here A, B, C, D. So here A is -4 2, B is here 2 6, C this one here 8 5, and here D is 9 -7. These are the 4 vertices. Using slopes, so that the midpoints. Suppose here this one is the midpoint E, F, G, and H. Okay, E, F, G, H. So now you have to join this one. So now you have to show that this EFGH, this quadrilateral, is a parallelogram. So first you have to find out the coordinate of EFGH. So here coordinate of E will be as midpoint of AB, that means here -4 plus 2 by 2, and here 2 plus 6 by 2. So that one equal to -1, and here it's 4. Next one here F. So F equal to here 2 plus 8, 10 by 2, that means 5. 6 plus 5, it's 11 by 2. Next one here G. G equal to 9 plus 8, it's 17 by 2. And it's -7 plus 5, that means -2, so it's -1. And the last one H equal to 4 plus 9, that means here 5 by 2. And here -7 plus 2, that is -5, so -5 by 2. Okay, so these are the 4 coordinates of EFGH. Now, as if you want to prove that EFGH is a parallelogram, then definitely the opposite side slope will be equal. So first you have to find out the slope of EF. So here slope of EF, that one equal to here 4 minus 11 by 2, and here minus 1 minus 5. So as here it's 2, so that one equal to 8 minus 11, it's minus 6, that one equal to here minus 3, and here minus 12. So 3 cancel out, minus minus cancel out, it's 4, so 1 by 4. Now next you have to find out the slope of HG. So as here HG, okay, that means minus 1 plus 5 by 2, and next one here 17 by 2 minus 5 by 2. So that one equal to here 2 as the LCM, minus 2 plus 5, and here 17 minus 5, that is 12, okay, 12 by 2. So here 2 2 cancel out, this one here 3 by 12, that equal to 1 by 4. So here the slope of EF, that equal to slope of HG. In this way you can also find out the slope of which one, EH, that one equal to slope of FG. Okay, so as the opposite sides are equal, the slope of the opposite sides equal, then definitely it will be a parallel or a what, rectangle. Now you have to find out the slope of two adjacent sides, that means here EF, okay, and the FG. And as here EF and the FG are the adjacent side of a parallelogram, that means they are not perpendicular to each other. Clear? So suppose here the slope of EF, that equal to m1, and slope of FG, that equal to m2. So now you have to prove that one m1 into m2 not equal to minus 1. If you prove this one, then definitely EFGH is a parallelogram. So I hope you can solve it. Okay, first find out the slope of FG, then multiply this one with 1 by 4, and it's definitely not equal to minus 1. Now the last one, sum number 11. So guys, if you like my video, please share this video and please subscribe my channel. So here, if the points, first one here A, that is x1 and y1, second one here B, that is x2 y2, and third one here P, that is hk, are collinear, okay, then prove that h minus x1 into y2 minus y1, that equal to k minus y1, and into x2 minus x1. Okay, so as here A, B, P are collinear, then definitely the slope of AP will be equal to the slope of AB. Okay, or you can also prove this one by the area of the triangle formula. So as here first you have to find out the slope of AP, that equal to, you can write down directly here k minus x1. The next one here h minus, sorry, this one is extremely sorry for that one, here AP will be k minus y1, and here h minus x1. Now the slope of AB, that one equal to here AB means y2 minus y1, and then here x2 minus x1. So as slope of AB and AB are equal, AP and AB, so you can write down this one k minus y1 h minus x1, that equal to y2 minus y1 and x2 minus x1. So now cross multiply k minus y1 into x2 minus x1, and here y2 minus y1 into h minus x1. So it's proved.